A new report from Canada's Privacy Commissioner calls out Aboriginal Affairs and Justice Department for snooping the Facebook page of a First Nations advocate. Her name is Cindy Blackstock. She launched a human rights complaint against the government on behalf of First Nations children on reserve, only to find the federal government started spying on her. The privacy watchdog Jennifer Stoddard agreed, saying the Aboriginal Affairs and the Justice Department went too far, and she concluded the federal government violated the Privacy Act, Section 4, which reads that no personal information shall be collected by a government institution unless it relates directly to an operating program or an activity of that institution. Joining me now, Cindy Blackstock of the First Nations Child and Caring Society is here. Can you tell me exactly when did you know that you were being spied upon?
Well, what I knew is when I actually got the documents, which was in the summer of 2011. And one doesn't like to think that this happens in Canada. You really do need to see evidence of it. And I saw very clearly there that the government, both Aboriginal Affairs and Justice, were on my Facebook page. I then did a subsequent request, and I found out from the government's own documents that the reason that they were on my Facebook page was because they were trying to prove other motives for this child welfare case. And they were collecting not only information that one might associate with your public life, but very clearly very private and personal information about me and other people that posted on my page.
Why were they looking for it? Was it because of your work?
It's because of the work. It's because we filed this complaint in 2007, and I really believe the evidence is so overwhelming that the government is discriminating. They've spent over $3 million trying to derail this case, and just last week at the tribunal, evidence was heard that they withheld evidence from the tribunal, over 50,000 pages of documents. I think this spying on my personal Facebook page was just another effort to thwart the case.
The Minister of Aboriginal Affairs, Bernard Valcourt, was asked about this in question period, and I want to show our audience exactly what he said about your case. Check this out.
The fact of the matter is that we take very seriously Canadians' right to privacy, and all of the recommendations, most of the recommendation, if not all, Mr. Speaker, were already being implemented, and we shall fully implement the recommendations of the Commissioner.
All right, are you satisfied with that?
No, I'm not really, because back in 2011, the minister rose in the House and said that he took my privacy seriously and would do an investigation. Up until the time I sit here, Evan, I've not heard one word from the minister. I've never been advised the hearing went on, the investigation, what the results were. And now they're standing in the House and saying most of the recommendations, all of the recommendations. I'd like to see a personal apology from both the Ministers of Justice and Aboriginal Affairs and a public commitment that this is not happening to me anymore, and also importantly, not to other Canadians.